good. And I think, I know for your school, you had a couple of days to get used to your tutor groups and stuff before, like, you saw the big children come back in. Was it the same for you, Ariana?
We got one day when it was just us.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't remember what the day was like, so it was, like, all, like, a massive blur because it went, like, so quickly. But I think we had, like, 2 lessons that day, and the rest of the time was just tutor time, which is, like, when you just go in the morning, go to your tutor, and, like, you could talk to your friends, your tutor, and everything.
Yeah, I think a bonus about upper school is, like, when you're going to classes, like, you don't have to walk in, like, a line, no talking.
Yeah,
like, you can just, like, go with your friend who's going to that class to talk to them, like, ask them if they've done, like, their homework. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, teachers, like, shouting at you.
When we were in primary school, we just had our hands behind our backs, and I was like, what's the point in that? What are we going to do?
So it sounds like you're getting used to sort of like break times and lunch times and that kind of thing. Have you had any issues because it's a new computing system, sort of logging onto computers and that kind of thing?
Not really, because, like, in the lower school, obviously I went to Westgate Lower School, and it's, like, connected to the upper school.
That was a bit easier for both.
So we had, like, the same login.
What about you, Ariana?
I mean, my school was all the way in Gosport, and now I've got to wake up about, like, 6 o'clock, 5 in the morning, and just get ready, have my breakfast, clean my teeth, do my hair, and then I get taken all the way to the ferry. Then I have to take the ferry, take the bus, and then walk for about 5 minutes. I'm just like, what? Like, it's not simple. I just got dropped off, took myself out of the car and just went through gates.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to take a ferry to school?
Yeah, I have to take a ferry to school.
You just have to, you guys just walk, don't you? It's a lot easier. What we could probably talk about is if you were worried about sort of like getting ready to go to school. I mean, maybe some of your friends were a bit worried about going up to upper school. Was there anything that you can think of that might help people who are more worried than others?
Yeah, like, if you're worried about, like, packing or, like, your, like, equipment and stuff, like, I didn't do it the night before. I did it, like, a day before. So, like, you just packed everything, and then you had a whole day of the summer holidays to relax and not worry about any school. And then the next day you were all ready and everything.
That's kind of exactly what I did. And then, like, the last day of summer holidays, Mum was like, have you got anything? I was like, yes, I've got everything. She checked my bag, she checked my room, I had everything, and she was like, okay then. And I just sat down in front of the TV and watched Vampire Diaries. It was so chilled out. I loved it.
I mean, my mum didn't check my bag. I just had to, like, I went to town and brought everything for my school, and then I told her, like, the stuff that wasn't in town, and she just brought it. Like, I kind of organised most things for going to upper school.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Because you're at upper school now, so you can take responsibility for the things that you need to bring. So that's a part of being in secondary school.
Like, what our teacher said, they were just like, well, this isn't like primary school, guys. You're responsible for your own stuff. You can make your own actions. And I was like, in my head, I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
So there are some other things. So maybe, Charlie, do you remember if any of your friends struggled with starting at secondary? If they did anything that helped?
I can't remember much, but I know the taster days were really effective when we were still in the lower school, but they gave us, like, we went in houses into the upper school for a day. It was really good to kind of get to know our teachers, get to know our tutor. Yeah. And our tutors came into the lower school at the end of the day on one day and talked to us about who they were, and we did sharing.
That's really good. And when you started at the secondary school, did they give you maps and things so that you knew where you were going? Because it's always a bit complicated, isn't it?
No, we didn't get maps.
You
we
didn't?
We were just given a planner and what the room number and told to just
find
go
a way.
figure it out and show what.
You managed that though. You've managed that really well.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
In our planner, we actually had a map, and then, like, at, like, the first morning of, like, tutor, we just wrote down all our classes, like who was the teacher and, like, where were they. But it's a bit confusing because we have like normal art in like the art block, but then we probably have like one classroom that's in like a different block.
Yeah.
It's a lot of walking
We
around.
just had freaking initials. Like they were just like, okay guys, here's your planner. No, here's your timetable. Please write this into your planner. And we were just given the lesson, the room number, and like 3 letters, and we were like, what are these letters? And they was like, oh, they're your teacher's initials. Like, how is that meant to help? Like, for example, one of my teachers, Miss Mahela, she's so nice. She's my French teacher. That was AMI, and I'm just like, how? Well, how am I meant to figure that out?
So I think it's sort of like another good way maybe to get used to your school and what's happening and make some friends is joining some clubs at school. Like you said, Sam, there's, and Ariana, that there is a lot of clubs, isn't there, in secondary school. So do you feel that's sort of like helping?
There is a couple of clubs I'm planning on joining. There's a basketball team, definitely planning on joining that. And like there's recreational swimming, joining that. And there's also the drama club, which my brother took a big part of in his time, like Jean Valjean, Troy Bolton. He's played a lot of main roles, and I'm planning on doing that
as well.
Yeah, I actually had my football club the day like we were recording this, and like I've made a lot of friends that like played football.
And I think probably Charlie, because you're 2 years like down the line now, has that helped joining in the clubs at school?
Definitely, it's another opportunity to share experiences with people and get to know others, and then
Good.